What's up, guys? It's Ronnie G from the Bro Street Trades back with another swing alert recap. No intro. Let's just jump right into it. Yeah, yeet. All right, so this week we started the week off with a JD swing. We got an 80 call for May 21st at 2:35. What I saw on JD was it was hitting a nice demand zone that I had. This demand zone is now invalid, but it hit demand zone here, and I like the way it was curling out towards the end of the day, so we actually took this long here. We wound up getting stopped out basically the next day. Get stopped out here on this candle right here. We got stopped out. At the time, I was thinking we did a really good idea, but I knew there was another demand zone below, and I actually wanted to be active at getting back in the trade here. In hindsight, I probably should have just held for till Wednesday and average down here, or re-entered the play. But I actually just got lost in the sauce with all the the day trading and things like that was going on. As you can see here, JD actually recovered real nicely here. It's actually the contracts are actually break even. If you would average down, you'd be up 25% right now. It's just really one of those unfortunate trades where you cut early. That was like the name of the game for the past week and a half, where it's like it was wicks. You just got wicked out of a lot of plays that you normally would hold or be in. You got wicked out of them. NIO was actually one of those plays. So if you would have averaged down, which I don't recommend doing unless it's at a demand zone. But if you would have averaged down, or if you would have just held what we had, this play wound up actually going for 60%. Some people held it. I did not. As you can see, I closed for loss. It was really just unfortunate here on this play. But JD is the same situation. Next up is TSM. We took TSM 125 calls since May 21st. We're actually still in those contracts as of right now. They're up 15%. TSM. So we got in TSM here as it was curling out of its demand zone. It held it for the whole day, and it was curling out. Looked like it was going to start curling out. The next day, it actually started to pull down here, and I actually got stopped out of around the same time here. I actually got stopped out of Fastly. So I was actually sitting there saying to myself, I'm not going to let another one wake me out. And thank God I did, because it wound up just being a wick as I thought. Now, as you can see, it's making higher lows here. We actually hit our first target, which was this 80 area, this 118 area, 118.70 area. Like I said, the contract's up 15%. Our next target would be up here in this 122 area, or this 200 EMA here at this 119 area, possibly 120. So that's what I'm actually hoping to see. Next up, we took Fastly. 80 calls. We want to be getting stopped out here for 17% loss. Another one that, hindsight, I should have just held. It's kind of hard to say those things in the moment, obviously. But so we got in Fastly here on Monday, as it was it pushed down here, and then it started to curl out. And this is actually where I alerted it. This is a 4 hour. Let's go down to the 1 hour and get a better idea of the entry. So it pulled down, and when I seen it push down all the way, then I seen it bouncing out. This is actually where I alerted it on this candle here, and it was actually moving real nicely out. The next day, I actually alerted you could average down here, or you could average down here or get a starting position here. And then on Wednesday, it actually waked me out fully. I actually alerted full stop out. I got stopped out. As you can see here, it wound up curling up nicely. The contracts are actually break even right now. Another unfortunate trade. As you can see here on the 4 hours, actually holding this trend line. This wedge that it was creating, it actually is holding that support. This actually should be a really nice move back up to our target of $75. That's just another unfortunate trade that happened. And it's kind of annoying, because then even I get members saying we should have won NIL, JD, and Fastly, and it's okay that happens. The trades of the week was a Bob on CGC. So CGC, I'm not fully out of. I do have a runner, but this is just some of the positions that I closed. Let me go over to CGC, show you what I saw there. So CGC actually pulled into a really nice demand zone here. I was actually stalking this for I actually want to say about a week and a half. I've been watching this demand zone, waiting for it. So we got in here on 420. We actually got in here as it was breaking out of my demand zone here. As it was breaking out of it, I actually really loved this play, and I alerted it. And I think I actually averaged down the next day because I started with 2 contracts. And what I like to do is I like to get in 2 contracts up here or 3 contracts up here and then try to average down to get 2 or 3 more if it pulls down to demand zone a little further. And so when it bounced off my trend line, I actually got 2 more contracts. I actually hit our first target here, which was this $27 area. Broke that. The contracts hit a high of, I think, 42%. I closed them out for about 33% when it did a little pullback here, just to lock in some profits. Take some money off the table, take some risk off the table. Create a nice higher lows here. Actually, think we see a bounce off this, and we run up to hit our supply. These should go in the money and probably be a nice 100% play. That was a nice play of the week. And then we have Baba here. Baba's actually a funny one. I actually cut this one too early. I personally cut this one too early. I actually had a lot going on, a lot of day trades and stuff I was monitoring. I just didn't want to monitor it on a different account because I have this small account, a different account, and I just didn't want to keep looking at my phone to monitor it. So I cut it. But we had the 240 calls for May 7th, and we got it on 421. If I switch over here for you, Baba. So it came to a demand zone that we played off a few times here, as you guys probably know if you're following the alerts. So we got in here one time, closed out here. We got in here, closed out here on this gap out, and we held some here / got in some here, and we closed out for that huge gain, the biggest gain that we had. The contracts wound up going from $2 to $1,000 a piece. Really, really good play. So I got in here, but I didn't get in normally. I get in like right here when it starts bouncing off my demand. Normally when I see this green candle is when I get in. But I didn't get in until about this red candle, or the break of this red candle is when I actually alerted to folks, because I wanted to see how the rest of the day was going to play out. I've been noticing that the market has been squeezing after like 2:30. One way or the other, so I wanted to wait for that squeeze to happen. So we got in at market open. Go to like the 15-minute at market open. The contracts were literally up like 51%, 54%, something like that. I actually wasn't even paying any attention, and they actually wound up shooting up again. And then that's when I alerted that Baba's up 50%. I was going to hold for a little bit longer, but then we got this pullback here, and then I noticed I was watching too many things in the market. I wound up just closing them out, taking the 32%, and then I think I literally closed out on this candle here, and then as it was pushing up, then it ran to like 62%. It was kind of funny because people were teasing me the whole time about I cut it too early, but it's all funny games. But nice play, played that demand zone plenty of times. It seems to work out every single time. Knock on some wood, for it comes down here again. So just overall recap. So the account total is up 292%. Still, we were at 400%, but we took, we had a rough week last week. Still up $1,400. This week it was closing positions of $114 loss, $260 gain. For a week ending up 8% on the whole account, $146. And as of April, we're up, 666. That's awkward. We're up $666, which is 51.5%. And this is most important. I tell people all the time, don't worry about your win percentage, because someone can have like an 80% win percentage and lose more money than they gained. It's just because when they're winning, they're only winning 5%. And when they lose, they're losing 30%. I see traders get caught up in this a lot. This actually doesn't matter. This matters. Your overall, your returns, your profits and loss. This is what matters. This does not matter. This doesn't matter. This is proof that it does not matter. But, as long as your average win percentage is higher than your average loser percentage, which mine's jumped up a lot because of last week, then you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So overall, we're up. I'm very excited for the earnings that's coming up. I think April is the most bullish year of the whole month, and May normally, levels out a little bit. But my opinion, you can get some really nice swings because you could just buy, a lot of contracts with a lot of time in June and August, stuff like that. So in my opinion, May is the perfect time to get into leaps or just long expirations on swings. But that's a daily recap. If you like swings like these, to join the Discord is in the description below. You join the Discord. We got a lot of members that sit here, talk all day, talk stocks, options all day. And what you would do is you'll go up to gold sign up. You click this, you click that, and join up. Till next time, guys. Take care.